Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit. And in today's video, I will be reviewing the Tati Beauty Blendiful. And I did purchase this with my own money. The product does come with two Blendifuls, one large and one small. I already used them, so you'll be seeing this intro after I've done my review. But this is the Blendiful, and then this is the mini Blendiful. This retails for $18 for both Blendifuls. I purchased it with my own money from TatiBeauty.com. Tati does recommend to machine wash and dry in the Delicate's laundry bag, or you can gently hand wash in warm soapy water and rinse thoroughly and blot dry. So that's what I will be doing with my Blendiful, to hand wash and pat dry. I won't be throwing it into the washing machine. I just think I can get a thoroughly clean sponge by hand washing it myself, as I do with my beauty blenders. Now this is 100% polyester. It is cruelty free, vegan, and it is made in China by Tati Beauty. So if you would like to see how I created this full face look with the Tati Beauty Blendiful, then keep watching. Thank you all so much for all the views on my last video for the Pat McGrath concealer and under eye powder. I see a lot of new subscribers came over due to that video, so thank you all so much for subscribing. But for today's video, I will be trying out the Tati Beauty Blendiful. I received this about maybe 2 weeks ago. I ordered it with my own money. I'm not on anyone's PR, so I do purchase everything that you see here on my channel. So I had this for about 2 weeks, and I was waiting to get on camera and try it out on camera so that you all can see, you know, how it performs for me personally. So I did go ahead and do my eyes off camera because the focus is on the Blendiful and how it performs with cream and powder products. And I know Tati did mention that the mini one, you can use it with eyeshadows and just doing things on your eye, but I couldn't see that for me personally, so I'm just going to use it for face application. But just in case you're wondering, I did use the Amrezy palette. I only used 3 colors. I used the shade OG, Simsa, and on my lid I used the shade Wasted. So just 3 colors, and popped on some lashes, and I did a liner as well. So pretty simple eye look. If you were interested in the rest of the products that I used on my face, be sure to check out my Instagram at The Real One-Handed Bandit. And I'll also list a photo. I'll also put a photo of the makeup look, the final look, as well as list all the products that I use. So this is the Blendiful by Tati Beauty, and this comes with 2 Blendiful sponges. It is $18. I purchased it with my own money. I do like the packaging. It's pretty sleek and simple. So I'm just going to open it up. So this is the mini Blendiful. And this is the one that you can probably use for eyes, but I would probably keep this in my purse just, you know, throughout the day. If I'm wearing makeup for a full entire day, I would say anything more than 4 hours, I would probably keep this in my purse. And because I have wrinkly eyes, sometimes my eyes do crease, or sometimes my eyes tear, so I do need something to just blot under my eyes. So this would be a good thing to keep in my purse, just like I use the Laura Mercier. small sponge. And this here is the Blendiful. So I do like the color. I like the texture. It kind of feels like velvet or fleece. I'm trying to figure out how I personally would hold it. I would probably fold this part like this to do my foundation, and then maybe fold it this way to do my under eye. And then as far as powders, I would probably flip it inside out and just use the opposite side to do powders to set under my eye and to powder the rest of my face. So let's put this baby to the test. I've already primed my face with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I kind of forgot to try to apply it with the Blendiful, so I did apply it with my hands, with my fingers off camera. But for the rest of the products I'll be doing in this video, I'll be using the Blendiful. So for foundation, I'm using the NARS Naturally Radiant foundation, and this is in the shade Caracas. So how I do my foundation, I take a small brush and I pump it on the brush and then apply it to my face, but I'm just gonna apply it to my face straight from the bottle. And in case you were wondering, the Blendiful, I did not wet it. It is still completely dry. She does not recommend wetting it to like you would do a beauty blender. So I'm just going to fold it. It kind of reminds me as if I'm using a beauty sponge. So I'm not doing anything different. I'm just slightly dabbing it, making sure that it completely covers. I do like the way that it is blending out. Oh, you know, this is pretty good for travel purposes. That way you don't need multiple sponges, multiple brushes. You probably just only need a few brushes for an eye look. But as far as face application, I like this. And for me, I like things to be very easy and convenient and not difficult to use. But now that I'm looking at the sponge, I'm trying to figure out what would be the easiest way to keep this clean. Tati does recommend hand washing, as well as putting it in the wash inside a delicates bag, as if you would do, you know, some of your unmentionables. So if you watch any of my other videos, you do know that this is how I apply my foundation, and I do not always add foundation under my eye. I do leave that blank And I just add my concealer. So it looks like that foundation is blended out enough. I'm going to, and I like the way that the finish is. It kind of looks like my skin. So it doesn't look like I have foundation on. For concealer, I am using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Butterscotch. So I am going to apply this directly from the wand to my eye, but I will blend it out with the Blendiful. So I use this end for foundation. I'm going to fold it. And now I'm going to take this end and I'm going to blend out my under eye. Oh, this fits right up in my inner corner really, really well. Oh yeah, I like this. Let's make blending more quick. It is much quicker. And I like the way that I'm able to blend the concealer into the foundation. Because normally I would go back and take the foundation brush and go back and blend out the edges. But with this, I don't have to do that. It blends very seamlessly. And this is perfect for a nose contour. You can pinch it really, really small. Look at that. To set my under eye, I'm going to take the Pat McGrath loose powder. This is in the shade Light Medium 2. And I just want to see how this powder works with other concealers. So I use this side for foundation, concealer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Blendiful and turn it inside out. So now I'm going to fold this end where I did the foundation. And I'm just going to dip this into the powder and set my under eye. Went ahead and set my under eye, and I'm going to take the opposite end and I'm going to set the rest of my face with this Makeup Forever setting powder. This is in the shade 415. So I'm just folding it in half and I'm just dipping into I'm gonna dust away this powder with a brush. And I'm taking this Sephora Pro palette. This is a face palette. It is in the shade Deep and it has these shades in it. So I'm just gonna take this shade down here at the bottom and I am going to just bronze and give my skin just a little bit of color. So I'm folding the Blendiful one more time. I'm taking it like this and dipping it in the product, and I'm just going to blend up. I like the way that this side came out versus this side. I think I added too much product. So I'm just going to do a lot of blending. This palette is very versatile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this orange shade, which is called After Party. And I'm going to use that as a blush. And for highlight, I am going to use this gold shade at the bottom, which is called LA. So just folding again, going into After Party. And I have a tiny corner right here that I'm going to use to add my highlight. I'm going to take that end that I used for the bronzer and I'm just going to add a little bit to my forehead just because it's so big. So far I'm liking the application, how I was able to do a full face. This is how it looks. So I have some small sections left that I can still use, and I can still also flip to the opposite side where I use the cream and liquid products, and I have plenty of space left there where I can, for instance, I can still blend out the rest of my face if I see anything that needs to be blended a little bit more. I think everything looks good. I'm going to set with my Versali Rose Gold Skin Mist. And I'm just going to add the Fenty mascara to my lower lash line. And I'm using the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown Lip Liner. For my lip, I'm taking the Artist Couture Lip Gloss in the shade Shameless. back, I let my hair down, and I also just tried to comb it as best I could. It's doing it what it wants to do today. I don't know what's going on with that, but you know how it goes. But I do love the way that my face came out today. I only used one brush. I used that just to dust away the setting powder under my eye. I also bronzed, I highlighted, I did blush. Everything with a face brush I did with the Blendiful. I do love this concept. As you know, how my hands are, finding products that are easy to use, that are convenient for me, it's very hard to find. So I do love that this product is very easy for me personally to use. I can fold it and bend it in different types of ways, and I can use it all over my face. The only thing that I had trouble with was with my bronzer, and I think that's because I picked up a little bit too much product. So on this side I use quite a bit, but on this side I use less product, and I like the way that this side looks better than this side. But you know, that's just all in a particular person's technique and how I applied my makeup today. So I love this. I will be purchasing more. I'll probably purchase quite a few. I love the way that it applies the makeup. It very much reminds me of the Black Beauty Blender. But I love that this is versatile. You can use it for cream and powder products. I don't know if you can use it on loose powders, like maybe a loose highlighter or anything. I haven't tried that out yet, because as you can see, this is my first impression opening it. I had it for about 2 weeks, and I was waiting to come on camera and use it. I was very antsy and trying to prevent myself from using it, so I did put it away in a drawer. But that is it for today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I hope that you are enjoying all of my content, and be sure to check out some of my playlists and also some of my other videos that I have here on my channel. As you can see, I have grown quite a bit here on my channel. You can see what my techniques were previously and how they are now. So I did grow quite a bit on my channel. You see, my makeup was not the best before, but it has improved. And I do want to mention that I am not a makeup artist. I am not professionally trained by anyone. All of my makeup routines and how I apply and do my makeup, I've learned on my own by watching some of the bigger YouTubes, such as Jockey Ina and quite a few other people. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. So I just wanted to come on camera really quickly. As you can see, this is the same day. I still have on the same makeup. I did pull off the lashes, but I did wash my Blendiful by hand, and as you can see, it is still wet and it's clean. All the makeup is removed. I use the Sephora brush cleaner, the solid cleanser one. I use that. That's what I use to clean my sponges and brushes. So just wanted to come on camera really quickly just to show you how quickly and easy it is to clean it. And I'm just going to pat it dry with a towel and just put it on my vanity to dry, so that it'll be ready for me to use either later on today or tomorrow as I do my next makeup look.